Hello everybody and welcome to another Game News Roundup. We're going to be sticking with just one bit of news which came out earlier today, March 24th, 2023 by the UK regulators over Microsoft's Activision Blizzard acquisition. It looks like the deal, you know how I've been saying? 50-50 chance of the deal passing. Well, all of a sudden it looks like the deal is more likely to pass than not pass. Based off of a new report from the Competition and Markets Authority, the UK regulators, they published an addendum to its provisional findings on the deal. And they have now narrowed its scope of concerns. They basically have dropped any concerns over Call of Duty on PlayStation. And, yeah, the CMA has new evidence that has led them to conclude the acquisition, if it is approved, it won't significantly lessen competition in the video game console market in the UK. The new evidence shows that Microsoft would lose significant money if it were to make Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox consoles, and basically this would incentivize Microsoft to continue to release Call of Duty games on PlayStation consoles. Microsoft's corporate vice president and deputy general counsel, in a statement sent to The Verge, said, "We appreciate the CMA's rigorous and thorough evaluation of the evidence and welcome its updated provisional findings. This deal will provide more players with more choice in how they play Call of Duty and their favorite games. We look forward to working with the CMA to resolve any outstanding concerns." Their main concern now is cloud streaming. So the direct quotes from the press release from the CMA has received a significant amount of new evidence in response to its original provisional findings. Having considered this new evidence carefully, together with the wide range of information gathered before those provisional findings were issued, the CMA Inquiry Group has updated its provisional findings and reached the provisional conclusion that, overall, the transaction will not result in a substantial lessening of competition in relation to console gaming in the UK. The most significant new evidence provided to the CMA relates to Microsoft's financial incentives to make Activision's games, including Call of Duty, exclusive to its own consoles. While the CMA's original analysis indicated that this strategy would be profitable under most scenarios, they've got new data which provides better insight into the actual purchasing behavior of Call of Duty gamers, indicates that this strategy would be significantly loss-making under any plausible scenario. Basically saying, if Microsoft were to make Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox, I guess you could say, and PC, that it would be a big loss in money for Microsoft. As you know, PlayStation is the best-selling platform for Call of Duty games. At least it has been for the last generation, since the PS4. On this basis, the updated analysis now shows that it would not be commercially beneficial to Microsoft to make Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox following the deal, but that Microsoft will instead still have the incentive to continue to make the game available on PlayStation. The CMA still has concerns related to cloud gaming services, where it will continue to carefully consider responses provided in its original provisional findings. The CMA will issue its final report by April 26, 2023. So hopefully the next month we'll have the conclusion, at least in the European Union with their regulators, as well as in the UK with their regulators. Whether the deal gets passed by both of them, gets blocked by both of them, or one passes and one blocks it. Hopefully in the next month or so we will have an idea of their decisions. And then the US with the FTC, it could be, at this point, depending on how things go, if somehow the UK and the EU both approve it, I feel like the FTC will be leaning more towards potentially approving it. But again, I don't know. I'm not a regulator. I don't have insights. I just report on on the news and what I read. So I don't have any insider information. So, anyways, the the Martin Coleman, the chair of the independent panel of experts conducting this investigation, in his own quotes, "Provisional findings are a key aspect of the merger process and are explicitly designed to give the businesses involved and any interested third parties a chance to respond with new evidence before making a final decision. Having considered the additional evidence provided, we have now provisionally concluded that the merger will not result in substantial lessening of competition in console gaming services because the cost to Microsoft of withholding Call of Duty from PlayStation would outweigh any gains from taking such action. Our provisional views that this deal raises concerns and the cloud gaming market is not affected by today's announcement. Our investigation remains on course for completion by the end of April. And with their concerns with cloud gaming, Microsoft recently has announced 3 deals with 3 different cloud streaming services. Obviously, one of the biggest ones out there, NVIDIA's GeForce Now service, as well as Boostroid and Ubitus. All 3 of them are 10-year deals to bring all Xbox games on PC to those cloud streaming services, as well as Activision Blizzard games if the deal is approved. And Microsoft has also signed a 10-year deal to bring Call of Duty games to Nintendo consoles on day one with full content parity. So Microsoft has been doing what they can to address concerns, and it seems like at least in the UK and the European Union, the main concern now is cloud streaming, and obviously we have Microsoft having signed 3 10-year deals with 3 different cloud streaming services. Is that enough to convince the UK regulators and the European Union regulators to approve the deal? Obviously, I have no idea, but I would say probably slightly favored to yes, that those 3 major deals would probably be enough. And then being 10 years long, probably enough. But with the UK dropping the concerns with Call of Duty on PlayStation, this might incentivize Sony and PlayStation to go out there and sign the 10-year deal Microsoft has offered them. Like the same deal that has offered Nintendo of making Call of Duty with full content parity on day one on PlayStation for the next 10 years. With all the same content, DLC, all in the same time. And no version like releasing with bugs or anything. I know there was reports or something of like, whatever, something about, Microsoft could release the Call of Duty on PlayStation with bugs while the game works much better on Xbox or whatever. But, yeah, that is the main news topic of today. I know this is a bit shorter than usual, but I figure this is something we should get out there if anyone is curious about the latest updates. So maybe in a month or so, we will have the UK and EU regulators either passing or blocking the deal. At this point, I'm going to lean, as I said, I was about 50-50 on the deal passing. Now I'm more like 80-20, maybe even 90-10 on the deal passing, where it sounds like the UK and European Union regulators are more likely to approve the deal than to block it, even if it's obviously not certain. Nothing is certain. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is 100%. Whether you are for or against the deal, it's not time to party or time to be like, God damn it, one way or the other. There's still a chance whether it gets approved or blocked by one of the regulators, because obviously we still need approval in the UK, European Union, the US, and I think Canada, China, Japan, and some other countries still need to approve the deal. But obviously the UK, European Union, and the US, I think, are the big 3 people we're concerned about. Maybe even China on that list. I don't think anyone's been concerned with Japan, mainly because Xbox sales are so insignificant, relatively speaking, compared to PlayStation and Nintendo in Japan, where Xbox is like 2% of the overall gaming market in Japan, or the console market, in Japan. Somewhere around there. It's a very small percentage. But, so yeah, that is going to do it for today's Game News Roundup. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time for some more gaming news, sales figures, and whatnot. Also, if you want to watch me live, I generally do these on Twitch, although today is not on Twitch, at twitch.tv/TrunksWD, link below in the description. I also play random games, a variety of games, whether it's Nintendo games, PlayStation games, Xbox games, other developers' games. Like right now, I've been playing through God of War 2018 on the PC for my first playthrough of the game, and I'm really enjoying it so far, for sure. And obviously, other future games I want to play, Spider-Man Remastered, Starfield, Tears of the Kingdom. Those are like the big 3 games. I guess eventually God of War Ragnarok when that comes to PC. Mainly, I do gaming on PC at this point. Minus, I guess, Nintendo games, because they don't release their games on PC. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Take care, everybody. And if you're watching this when this goes live, I hope you all have a great weekend. See y'all next time.